That entire video that you just watched was shot with this. This 249 gram Wondercraft is just a little cinematic beast that weighs absolutely nothing. This is definitely my favorite small drone of all time. For about the same price of a GoPro, just think about that, for about the same price as a GoPro, you can get a flying camera that does everything you just seen. Now, to get the most from this, you do have to learn its limitations. You do have to learn that it's not amazing in low light. So if you got a sunset, you really need to just expose for the sky and let everything else be in shadow. You got to appreciate the fact that it's not going to be great in high winds, and you also got to appreciate the fact that this does not have obstacle avoidance. So if you're a new flyer, be very, very careful, otherwise you will crash this. But for the money, you cannot get a better small drone, and that's really all I'm going to say about this. I'm going to let that footage speak for itself. For me, when it comes to buying drones, the number one importance, because you will be able to go out and you'll be able to find other drones around this size that are cheaper, that on paper have the same specifications. It'll say 4K, it'll say gimbal, but actually when you go in and view the footage, they're smush, they're mush, they're not very good. For me, the number one importance is the footage good enough quality that I would use it in professional commercial projects? And yes, I have used footage from this Mini 2 in my client work. I love it, it's fantastic. If I need to carry a drone and can't carry my bigger Air 2S, this comes with me in my backpack because it really doesn't take up that much space. I'll put a link down below if you want an in-depth review, because I've decided I can't be bothered doing in-depth reviews anymore. I just want to show you what you can actually do with something, which for me I find more useful. I always find tech demos more useful than reviews, because sometimes people review stuff and they're not actually creative. They just shoot test stuff. For me, what's more important is what you can actually do creatively with it. And as I said, this is a little tiny flying creative camera of joy. Now, some of you may be wondering, what about the Mini 3? Isn't that due out in 2022? Well, we don't really know. It's just rumors at the minute. DJI might not release an update to the Mini at all this year. My policy on this is quite simple. It's, if I need a drone now, I have a purpose for it, buy what's available now. Don't wait 6 months and potentially miss out on all the footage I could be getting. That's my view on it. If you really don't need a drone that much that you can wait, by all means wait and see what happens with the Mini 3. But don't let the possibility of future product releases put you off being able to create the content you want to create now. One big thing to remember with drones is people often get them and they're disappointed because they're not able to get the results that they've seen other people get. And part of that is down to the fact, well, that's like buying yourself a carpentry set and being frustrated that you can't make a cabinet as well as a carpenter who's been doing it for years. There's a lot more to the art and craft of making videos than just buying the equipment. So if you actually want to get good at flying drones and making videos, you need to do a lot more than just buy. This is like 5%. 5% of the progress is buying the thing. The other 95 is learning how to use it properly. Anyway, hopefully this video was useful. Don't buy it if you don't need it and if you're not going to use it, but if you are going to use it and you are going to need it, I do recommend the Mini 2 as a very good first beginner's drone. If you got a bit more budget and you're thinking about using commercially, look into the Mavic Air 2S, because that's the one I use for most of my commercial work. There is of course the Mavic 3 now, but the Air 2S is fab for client stuff. I'm going to cut this because, no, am I going to cut this? No, we'll leave this in. Yeah. Anyway, that's this video. Bye bye. Enjoy, subscribe, outdoors content, hiking, camping, running, nonsense.